Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Small Business Every Saturday. I am Nick Fisher with Keller Williams Realty Northwest Montana, and I'm here with Grady and Jacob of Backwater Bait Company. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
We are out here at an undisclosed location in the middle of the woods. I can't give any specific directions, but I do hear banjos. Guys, first of all, how long have you been in business?
So we started making baits at the end of 2016, and we hit retail stores at the end of 2017.
Yeah, very end of it.
Yeah, like Christmas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
I remember when I moved back home from Florida, I was like, I'd seen your stuff on Facebook, some random videos or whatever, and then I walked into Sportsman and your baits were there.
Yeah.
So I think this would be a good segue to tell us how you got started.
We actually started in a bad pro staff experience, and we had seen how it had been done. The gentleman that was running it had very poor customer service.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, we could do the same thing, but just be good about it. And we kind of ran with it a little bit, and then it seemed like there was a lot more people than we thought that wanted our baits, and then that's how we ended up in stores.
Yeah. It started as maybe we can pay for gas while we're fishing to...
Definitely more of a job.
Yeah, way more of a job now.
Well, from what I can see, it just looked like you exploded out of nowhere. And now I see your merchandise everywhere. I see your stickers on random cars all over the place.
Totally.
So you guys basically make and manufacture baits. Where can our avid outdoorsmen find your baits?
So we're in both Sportsman Ski House locations in Whitefish and Kalispell.
Snappy Sports Center.
And Thad's Tackle Shop in Olney.
Do you guys have a website?
We are going to have a website up by the end of this month, end of January. So we're going to hopefully sell merchandise with hats and beanies and stickers alongside our actual baits.
Nice.
So
cool. Well, why don't you show us some of the baits you brought?
So here we have a tube. This is one of our number one selling baits. We actually took second place in a tournament this spring.
Yep.
Fishing this bait alone. That is a spring smallmouth slayer, wintertime for lake trout to the eye. We'll catch literally anything.
Yeah. A lot of our stuff we carry is a lot of bug patterns. So you have like a dragonfly nymph that is in a lot of lakes. You see a lot of perch and a lot of trout spitting them up, or when you're cleaning them. We have crawdads that there ain't a fish on this planet that's going to resist a crawdad. And it's just a go-to everywhere.
What else we got? We got the womp rat, which has been like a staple bait for this winter.
It's been the year of the rat.
Yep.
100%.
It's true, for sure. Like,
interesting.
This thing has been absolutely crushing them this year.
Some of these baits have like flavors too, right?
Correct.
They're all infused with scent and salt.
Yep.
So
Scent and salt.
Definitely you'll be able to smell the garlic on them.
I have before.
Yeah, I bet you have.
I've walked away from the old fishing spot with some garlic fingers.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You probably walked by in a store. And
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
yeah, it masks the oils on your fingers
Okay.
as well. I like to think in my head that the more they get ripped up, the more that salt and scent kind of ooze out into the water column. So more fish are going to come around to take a look.
Interesting.
Versus just your bait and visuals, they have that another sense to go off of.
Because it's built into the plastic as they're chewing that thing up, it just keeps leaching that scent.
There are times where you have like a third of what you start with, and you're like, they're still chomping on it just because it's releasing so much
You don't
stuff.
want to replace it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why change it?
It sounds like I need to get out there and go fishing with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got the Smallie Mauler. This is a bait that we drop shot a lot. Great in deep water. I've got big perch on it.
Big trout.
Smallmouth. Trout. Yeah, everything loves this thing for sure. All it is a Helgramite, which just once again, one of those natural things that are floating around out in the water. So it's hard for them to resist it. But it's a small bait that does work really, really well.
Well, it sounds like you guys have some science into your baits, and I can tell from my own watchful experience that you definitely do your R&D. Plenty of time spent on the water, on the ice, fishing.
Definitely making sure before we put it on the shelves that at least we can catch fish on them.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is if we can catch them, then we know.
So when you go fishing, that's a tax write-off, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
A lot of miles.
Yeah, a lot of miles.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys, for having us out here at the undisclosed location, the secret compound. It's fun to catch up, and of course, you can find these on the shelves, and that's about all we have for this week. So thank you for tuning in, and catch up with us next week as we hit the Backslope Brewery in Columbia Falls. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.